they say that grief comes in waves. I'm trying to be articulate. They say that grief comes in waves. And that is very true because in this moment I feel very I feel just I don't know, regular, I guess. I don't feel very sad in this moment. I'm not very happy. My mom died 4 days ago. What's today? Today's Sunday. She died Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 3 days ago. She died Thursday morning at 5 something in the morning. I was in Atlanta. It's where I live. Well, technically, not within the perimeter. So I'll let people from Atlanta have that argument. Anyway, she got diagnosed with cancer in 2000. Well, last year, because it's only February the 18th. She got diagnosed on October the 18th with cancer, and then they at the same time discovered it was stage 4. So she went from not having cancer to having stage 4 cancer. Anyway, it was very shocking to say the least. I didn't believe it. I wanted second, third, fourth opinions. I wanted to see the scans myself. She didn't seem sick. I mean, she was having issues with her leg because she kept getting blood clots, which she's had blood clots in the past. So this seemed to be another blood clot. Sorry, we're getting distracted. Anyway, so it turns out it was a blood clot, but it was caused by a tumor that was growing in her groin, which I didn't even know women had. So then it metastasized to the lung by the time it was discovered. And so I went from having a mom that, regular mom stuff, talk every day. Sometimes we don't talk every day. Sometimes it's every other day. We have a good time when we're together. We laugh, we talk, and then at times she just gets on my nerves. And then sometimes we don't understand each other, so we take a break from talking for like a couple of days. Then it's like, you haven't called me. Oh, I called you, Mom. It was just a regular situation, and it went from everyday stuff. So life happens fast. It comes at you very fast. So I went from having a regular situation and in 4 months to having a sick mother to a now deceased mother. 5 months ago from today, if you told me that my mother would be dead 5 months from now, there's no way I would have believed you. Because for all I knew, she was healthy. She didn't smoke. She drank maybe occasionally, maybe every other month, maybe at a party, maybe at a football game. And it's just my silly mom, my playful mom, I hope that coming through to everybody in YouTube land. I watch enough YouTube. I felt like I should contribute. I just very, very sad, and that is an understatement. I'm heartbroken, and like even my last time seeing her was 2 weeks ago, because I was coming every weekend, but I got stressed out. Anyway, so I have an aunt that was actually helping me. We were taking turns between two aunts, my brother and me. And they told me, well, for now, just try to come every 2 weeks. And she was talking to me. You know, we talk, and she was calling me, checking on me. I was checking on her. Then her phone started acting up, and then anyway, last week, if I were paying attention, if I were not in denial, I would have recognized that she was, leaving me because she wasn't really talking that well. And I'm in our office now. This is her. That is a character from a book she wrote. She's a published author and has a few dream, what do you call those, vision boards. And this is actually a portrait of her. Wait, there it is. As you can see, we look very similar. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. I'm trying to remember the purpose of this video. The purpose of the video is to let someone who's curious as to know how it feels like to lose a mother. And I know that's kind of a gross thing to want to know, but when I discovered my mother was ill, and then when they told me it was terminal, I just wanted I'm a big researcher, so I wanted to know. And I did a lot of research. I read a few books. I read a lot of articles. There was absolutely nothing that could have prepared me. And it comes in waves because I was at Outback with my friend, and I've been looking at videos that I have of her just because it doesn't even seem real. It's almost like any minute she's going to call me, Vaughn. She used to call me sometimes so much, and I'll be like, oh my God, stop calling me. And obviously now I would give anything to hear her say that, because she was just here last week. Now she's gone. She is, and now she is a was. It's just, anyway, so I just been kind of solemn all day. People around me are laughing, talking, drinking, telling jokes, and and I'm not telling other people how to grieve, but people seem to be just like having a regular day and living a regular life, and they just going to the store, and they're going to the gas station, and they're watching football, and my world has completely stopped. And I'm kind of jealous of those people because I'm stuck here, and I can't go anywhere, and everybody else is living life and leaving me. And I feel very helpless, and I feel very heartbroken, and I feel very lost. And I almost want to stay in this misery, and I want to stay in this sorrow and sadness, because I feel like if I ever get happy again, that's going to be the day that I forgot my mother. And that might be even sadder than this. It's sad. It's almost like I have to be sad, because I feel like me being sad is the only proper thing to be. I almost feel guilty not being sad. If I was ever in a jovial mood, I would probably feel bad. But anyway, it's exhausting. Like, I'm so tired. And not even though I'm tired because I haven't sleep. I'm tired because I'm so sad. I have no energy. I'm very tired. I feel like some big, huge, I don't know, like half of me has been sucked away from me. And I'm trying to fill this huge void. And there's not enough things. And, some people are trying to be helpful, but then they're saying stuff like, oh, you don't really seem like you want company, or you feel like you want to be left alone. I look like my mother just died, and I need people just to be there for me and not need something from me. I'm not going to be able to give you conversation. I'm not going to be able to laugh at your jokes. And these people don't mean harm. And it's some family members, friends, lifelong friends, a few other people, and that's just human nature. When you're telling your best jokes, and when you do something nice, when you bring me some pizza or some burgers or chicken or whatever, and I don't say, oh my God, thank you so much, this is so great, if I'm not giving you back the gratitude that people expect from a nice action, then they're offended. Like, I know her mother died, but geez, I just bought her a sandwich. You'd think she would show some gratitude. I don't know what year it is. I mean, I know what year it is, but I don't know anything. And I was looking at this video of my mom singing really loud, off key, some song. I'm not really savvy at this YouTube thing, because if I was, I would plug the vid in there somewhere. Maybe I will. I don't know. And she was just singing loud and off key. And I just remember all these years of her singing loud and off key. Sometimes it was funny. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, I'm trying to sleep. Stop singing. Be quiet. But now life has silenced her forever. It's just such a big, seemingly impossible pill to swallow. And then not only have I lost my mother, now they want me to pick out a box to put her in. And because of the cancer, her hair fell out. Damn, she didn't even get to die with her hair. She always complained about her hair because it was never right. We both have the same sort of kind of hair. It grows very nappy, but not very thick. But it can grow very long. Just can't really do nothing with it sometimes. So a short fro is cute, and press and blowout styles only last for like 3 days until it starts to look weird. So I don't know if this would help anyone. I don't know any good news to tell you other than I'm still here. I mean, I just put one foot in front of the other, and then a minute passes, and then an hour passes, and then like now it's the end of the day, and I made it another day with my mom, being gone. And it hasn't even really hit yet because it's only been a few days. But it's technically been 2 weeks since I've seen her. And I was supposed to come in town Friday. She died Thursday. And I'm just thinking, I want her to wait one more day. Because even when I said goodbye, I didn't just make it a dramatic goodbye because I was going to see her again. She wasn't that sick. She was talking, and she was getting up and going to her bedside. I read so many books, and the book said that before she got to that point, she would be sleeping a lot, and she would be in the bed, and she would be, wouldn't be responding, and she would get really skinny, and they would have to give her pain medicine through injections, and she would just be sedated all the time. And so she wasn't that, so I thought I had a little more time, and I even actually scheduled her a second opinion, because what did those doctors know anyway? So, and we were just watching a movie. A month ago, she was being silly, and I have videos of her singing, and she's gone. She's so crazy. I don't want to go to the funeral, but then I feel like, how can I not go to my mother's funeral? Would she be so sad if her only daughter didn't even come to her funeral? And I'm not stupid. I know she won't be there. I know she won't be sitting there taking attendance, but what if she can know that I wasn't there? I don't know. And I want to see her again, but I don't want to see her at her funeral. I don't want to go. I don't like this big dramatic Southern tradition of a funeral. I don't want to walk in this church and everybody stands up and look at me walk down the aisle to my mother laid out in the front of the church, so they can sit there and look at me cry, look at me grieve. My grief should be private, which is why when I was at Outback just today and I looked at the video of my mother singing off key to the top of her lungs, I excused myself and went to the bathroom and cried. It's so crazy. It's so unreal, and I'm so tired. So, how it feels like to lose your mother. It feels like someone died. I don't know. every time I wake up, I for a second forget what's going on, and then I remember. But that's how it was after her diagnosis. I forget, then I remember. And I'm at her house and going to her closet, looking at her things, and looking at her pictures, and it's very sad. Anyway, so I may just, and how unfair is it for me to have lost my mother while everybody else continued to have their mother? I feel like that sometimes. I know that's not a good way to feel, but I do feel that way. Like, this person doesn't even really speak to their mother, but they still have their mother. And some people, they have their mothers and grandmothers still. They're older than I am. How fair is that? It's like I want to get further away from this day. I want to get so far away. I want to be like 2 months away. But then there's 2 months that I will be without my mom. And if I stay here, at least I had her 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I'm not even making sense, but I feel like the further away I get, maybe I'll be less sad, but I will be more lonely because I will be further away from the last time I was with my mom. And so, I don't know. I might do some videos. I might not. I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know how this is helpful to anyone else. Maybe so you can know you're not alone. I feel like I need to buy a dog or something. Sometimes I feel just like, not dead inside, but just not here. I want to do something to like jolt myself back to being amongst the living, because there is nothing else that's happening in my world. It is stopped. My world is just here, and I feel like I'm stuck here in this low place. And the only person that can help me is my mother, and my mother is dead.